Businos versus Ricafort. Facts of the case. Complainant Lourdes R. Businos, representing her co-heirs, executed a special power of attorney appointing and constituting respondent Pedro Rodrigo Jr. to be her true and lawful attorney in fact. RTC, Ligao Albay, Branch 12, issued an order directing the clerk of court to release any and all deposits of rentals made in connection with this case to the defendant heirs of Pedro Rodrigo through the complainant. The clerk of court of RTC Ligao informed the complainant that the respondent had, number 1, received the rental deposit of 25,000, and number 2, received from OWA Standard High School the sum of 5,000 as payment for the rental of school site for the month of July 1994. The said sum was entrusted to the respondent with an obligation to deposit the same to the account of complainant's husband at PNB Ligao branch. Despite several demands, respondent failed to make good his promise to give her the money. Complainant filed an estafa and an administrative case against respondent. Respondent paid the money on the third hearing while inside the courtroom. She did not pursue the estafa case but did not withdraw the instant complaint. She further accuses respondent for demanding or receiving from her which he said will be used for the bond in civil case, but said amount was never used as intended since no bond was required for the case. It bears emphasis that a lawyer under his oath pledges himself not to delay any man for money or malice and is bound to conduct himself with all good fidelity to all his clients. He is obligated to report promptly the money of his clients that has come into his possession. He should not commingle it with his private property or use it for his personal purposes without his client's consent. He should maintain a reputation for honesty and fidelity to private trust. Money collected by a lawyer in pursuance of a judgment in favor of his clients is held in trust and must be immediately turned over to them. Although the complainant failed to submit the original or certified true copies of the documents in support of her complaint against respondent's repeated failure to comply with several resolutions of the court requiring him to comment on the complaint lends credence to the allegations of the complainant. Respondent's illegal use of client's money is made more manifest by his letters to complainant, all promising the latter to make good his promise to pay the money. Moreover, his repeated failure to comply with the resolutions of the court requiring him to comment on the complaint indicate the high degree of irresponsibility of respondent. The recommendation is for the respondent to be suspended from the practice of law for a period of 1 year. The issue here is whether or not the penalty recommended is commensurate to respondent's infractions. The ruling of the court is that no, recommended penalty is not commensurate of respondent's infractions. He was found guilty of dishonesty, grave misconduct, grossly unethical behavior, in palpable disregard of Section 25 of Rule 138 of the Rules of Court, Rule 1.01 of Canon 1, and Rules 16.01, 16.02, and 16.03 of Canon 16 of the Code of Professional Responsibility, aggravated by a violation of Canon 11 thereof, and consistent with the urgent need to maintain the esteemed traditions and high standards of the legal profession, and to preserve undiminished public faith in the members of the Philippine Bar. The court disbarred Attorney Francisco Ricafort.